everyone, my name is Abby Bliss White and welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to play with some new makeup that I'm so excited about. I got my hands on the new Guerlain Natural Glow Foundation. I have been wanting to try this forever. So we are going to be doing a little review of this foundation as well as the new Roen Beauty. I'm going to be playing with the Cool palette today. But you guys, this is so pretty. Such a pretty palette. So if you are interested in seeing how I got this look and how the new Guerlain foundation works on normal to dry, mature skin. So if you are interested in learning more about these new launches, then please take a moment, subscribe to my channel, and then let's get started. Okay guys, let's play with some new makeup. I first want to point out, I had a bit of a reaction to that new Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Foundation. So sad, but I did want to share with you because I know oftentimes you guys are so sweet about my skin, but this is what I wanted to tell you that you don't, but some of you have asked me, you know, I have shared that I am rosacea-prone, and I just wanted to show you, these are the kind of reactions. I'm going to bring you in just a little bit, but this is the kind of reaction that I get when I wear a foundation that does not agree with me. I get little red bumps underneath the skin, and that is what exactly happened to me. And unfortunately, that is what happened to me with that foundation. As many of you know, I really wanted to like that one, and I know some of you have given me some tips and tricks of how to use it a little bit differently, and I so appreciate it. But for me, it was more that there was something going on where my skin just could not wait to wash that one off. Just my cranky skin. I did want to share with you, when I have a reaction like that, one of the things that I do use to calm down my skin is a serum from BIOLOGIQUE RECHERCHE. This is called Serum ERYTHROS. And this is really great for bringing down redness and like broken capillaries. But this is just one of those that I've been kind of putting on my spots here. Sorry, my skin does not look tip-top, guys, but we are gonna try one other foundation. I'm gonna take a little bit of this serum, you guys. I'm just gonna pat it on those little spots here. And then I'm gonna just prep my skin the way that I normally would. And just kind of putting it in areas where my skin felt irritated here. And what it does, you guys, it's generally a little bit better when I'm doing my whole skincare, but it just really brings down the redness. The other thing I swear by, that sounds weird, but to calm my skin down, my favorite SPF, and this is what I use as kind of my basic primer, is the Glow Skin Beauty SPF 50 Solar Shade. And this is the calming version. And I find it to be super calming to my skin. It's very moisturizing. I'm gonna just take a big dollop here. Now it does come across with a white cast, but it sinks into the skin and it really works fantastic as a makeup primer. Oftentimes you guys are asking me what primer I use, and generally this is the one that I use most days. So we are gonna put this on here, bring it down my neck, all around here, on my décolleté, and as you can see, you guys, it has just sort of sunk into my skin. So it just takes a couple minutes. Yes, you get a little white cast, but it disappears, okay? So let's get to the fun. Today, we are going to try the Guerlain Essential Natural 16-Hour Wear Foundation with SPF 20. This comes in 30 shades. It is in the standard 1 ounce bottle, and it is $60. It is a long-wearing liquid foundation with 97% naturally derived ingredients. It has a buildable coverage and a natural glow finish. For all skin types, normal, dry, combination, and oily, the coverage is a medium coverage. The finish is natural and skin-like. And again, this is a liquid long wear foundation. The special ingredients include red algae and Terra gum extracts that allow the skin to breathe and help support skin's ability to defend against pollution. It also contains white cocoa bean extract. It combines with other ingredients to help to maintain the skin's natural balance, support the skin's moisture barrier, and thoroughly hydrate the skin. This innovative formula is enriched with skincare benefits to hydrate and balance the skin and will improve the complexion over time. It has a silky smooth texture that is going to become one with the skin and make your skin look perfected, luminous, and fresh. I have been so excited about this foundation. Penny from Pensmith Skincare has had this and told me it's really great. Also Michelle, of course, she really likes this one, Michelle Wong. And Mel Thompson, a bunch of them who had ordered it from Selfridges or Harrods or one of those ones had it. I was so excited to see it on Sephora. And you guys, in the past, I have been a huge Guerlain fan. I used to use Lingerie Depot for years, and then they changed the formula and I didn't quite like it as much. So I'm kind of having high hopes for this guy. So I am also going to do a side-by-side comparison of the Pure Gold as well as this guy, but someone had asked if I would just first do it all over my face so they could actually really kind of see how it wore. So of course I said yes. Okay, so let's give you a little bit of details about this foundation. You guys, this is everything that I really want in my foundation. Now, the one thing I will tell you is that it has a lot of great skincare benefits, but they still snuck in fragrance. So it's a little bit in there. It does smell more natural if you've ever used any Guerlain products. They, again, have a perfume house and feel the need to put in fragrance in their skincare and makeup products. This one does have a touch of fragrance. So if that's going to be upsetting for you, then I would give this a skip. But this is 97% naturally derived ingredients. So they're on the right path. This is kind of their entree into more natural makeup. So let's go ahead and try this on. You guys, I got it in shade 2 in. I'm wondering if it might be slightly light. I was kind of on the fence between 3 in and 2 in, but I opted for 2 because I feel like this oxidizes just a bit. I'm going to go ahead, dab this on the skin. Today I'm going to be using the MARC Jacobs, their kind of kabuki brush, because I have it and I saw Erin Nicole use it and I was sort of like, you know what, I need to bring this out. I think I've only used it a few times. So let's go ahead and give this guy a try. This is one pump on the skin. It does have a nice, delicate kind of fragrance to it, but it is not overpowering. So letting you know that right off the bat, it doesn't smell like perfume. It kind of just smells botanical, if that makes sense. Kind of fresh, not overly fragranced. It has a little tack right now, but the first thing I would tell you is it does have a very skin-like natural, it doesn't look cakey at all. And it is sort of just sitting on the skin at the moment. Now what I thought I would do is I want to build it up just a little bit in my irritated area. That might be a bad idea, but I want to go ahead and build up just a little bit in the areas that I need a little bit more coverage this morning. Let's just take just a little, you guys. I have a little spot over here. I just kind of want to build it up and see how that is. Always like to get rid of pigmentation on my nose. And a little spot, this is my dry spot. We'll see if that clings to that area. Okay, you guys, I added just a little bit more. You can still see my little kind of red spot over there. This is a more natural kind of foundation, so it's not going to give me that full coverage. I'm going to go ahead and put on a little bit of concealer, and then we're going to play with the Roen. Okay, you guys, we're going to let this kind of sink into my skin before applying any sort of powder products and move on to eyes. We're going to play with the new Roen Beauty Cool palette in number 52. You guys, these shades are so pretty. Now, one tip I do have to say is you do kind of need to put a matte shadow down first. I feel like these are sort of like toppers. We're going to use them, but I'm going to just put down a very simple shadow on my base lid. I'm going to bring out my Blurry Mauve from Chanel, and I'm just actually going to use kind of this shade over here as kind of a base. I am going to be using the Wayne Goss number 16 to kind of lay down just a little bit of shadow on the lid and my crease. You guys, that's just a little nice wash of a matte shadow. You can use whichever one. This is one of my kind of go-to palettes. Okay, now we're gonna put on some of these lovely shades. I did purchase the Roen eyeshadow brush, and I do love this for this formulation. You guys, these are creamy, which I was kind of surprised by. And so they have a very, very unique texture to them. A little bit creamy, but they kind of gloss onto the eyes. They're so pretty. So here is a swatch of the cool shadows. So pretty. And you guys, this one is just so gorgeous. It looks beautiful on the eyes. So what I'm going to do first, you guys, I'm going to take this little taupey color over here, and I'm going to kind of lay that down on top of my lid. There's just one sheer wash using this nice densely packed brush. First of all, I laid down the shade Yep, this guy, all over my lid, and now I'm going to use Rendezvous, and we're going to put that in the outer V. It's kind of just a dusty mauve purple shade. It's very pretty. Next, I'm going to use my fingertip, and I am going to put this right in the middle of my, kind of right above my pupil, and maybe a little bit over to the side, kind of right in that little socket. Okay, that might have been a mistake. I kind of got a little bit of glitter falling down, but that was a user error, not their fault. I'm going to use this pretty color here with the other side, nice dense little, and I'm going to use that as an eyeliner. I'm going to tightline my eyes using the MARC Jacobs eye pencil. This is in Submarine, and I'm going to just give this as a navy pencil. I feel like I need something to ground my eyes. I'm going to take a little bit of this pretty color in, I believe that's Meow, and I'm going to kind of top that lid just kind of on the top liner. Just give myself a little bit of blue and a little bit underneath. And I'm going to have to clean up with some concealer because I've got a lot of sparkles going on. I have got a lot of sparkle fallout, but I think part of it was because I tried to put it on with my fingertip. I am going to clean that up in a minute, but first I'm going to take a little bit of a deeper shade in here just to kind of give myself just a little bit of grounding in my crease. You guys, I feel like I've made a little bit of a colossal mess on my eyeballs. Not demonstrating this the best. I think that they're, I got a bunch of fallout from using my big fat fingers, but I think one of the things I would say is these are like a really pretty wash of kind of metallic. Yes, you can see this glitter part, but it gives you a beautiful wash over the eyes. So we're going to clean this up. I'm going to show you how to rectify this. First of all, I'm going to go ahead and put my mascara on, and then we'll clean up with some concealer, and if necessary I will take some of this glitter off underneath. I'm going to be using the Milk Makeup Kush Mascara today. This has a really beautiful brush. Okay, you guys, I kind of cleaned up underneath. I still have some sparkles that kind of fell down, but again, that was kind of me and my application. So don't take that completely, don't give it a knockoff because of my lack of skill with that. Okay, I'm gonna close my eyes, you guys. They just give a really pretty wash. And I think one thing I would tell you is that I think they look better when you use a little bit of a matte. Use it maybe as a topper, or even when I put on the matte on top of these kind of creamy shadows, it really kind of made a really pretty look. So this is the finished eye here. So I am at this point going to go ahead and put on some Hourglass powder, and this is what I'm going to use today. I'm going to use my little Hourglass, and you guys, I am just going to kind of come down. I don't want to take the glow necessarily away from this foundation, but I do want to go ahead and give it a little bit of a set. I'm laughing, you guys. I totally have sparkles all over my face. This might be a disaster makeup day. We'll see. The blush that I'm going to use today is the RMS Pressed Blush in Lost Angel. You guys, this is one of my favorite blushes. It is so pretty. It gives your skin a really pretty glow. So we're going to be a little glowy and a little sparkly. Okay, you guys, I finished off my makeup and I am laughing because I'm having kind of one of those days with makeup. I just got a bunch of glitter on my face. So anyways, let's go back to the foundation. I have to tell you, it feels absolutely fabulous on the skin. It feels very nourishing and not drying. And it looks very natural. It's very second skin-like. So again, this isn't going to have a huge amount of coverage. And again, today's one of these days where I kind of feel like I could use one of those kind of foundations, but it's feeling very comfortable. I don't generally wear my makeup for 16 hours, but I am going to do a couple check-ins on 2 things for you today. My foundation check-in, but also these creamy eyeshadows. They kind of remind me of the texture of the RMS Beauty, their little eyeshadow pots. And those really do, I wanted to love them so much, but they creased and kind of disappeared on my eyes. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to do a couple check-ins today, kind of show you how the foundation is wearing and how these eyeshadows are wearing. I am doing a quick check-in. I have had on the Guerlain foundation as well as the Roen Beauty Eye Palette for about 6 hours. And I just wanted to bring you in a little bit and give you a quick update. The thing with these Roen eyeshadows, so pretty, but you will find that they crease a little bit. So if you can see, there is some creasing. You can clearly just kind of rub this in, but as I'm doing that, it's sort of fading out. And what I'm left behind with is the sparkles. Still very pretty. I'm gonna come over here. You can see, there we go. You can see where there is creasing with these guys. And then it just has kind of faded out. Still pretty, you guys, but I want to give you a heads up if this is something that you're interested in buying. This formulation is going to kind of meld into the skin, and I'm feeling like I'm just kind of being left with just a wash of those actual sparkles. Okay, let's check in on the foundation now, and I have to say my skin feels very comfortable with this foundation on. It looks like second skin, so that's what I will tell you. My little areas here where I tend to kind of see wrinkles and pores, so far it is, it's performing kind of like my normal favorite foundation, so that doesn't seem to be a problem. And one thing I did notice, it's not really collecting in my little dry spot, you guys, so that's a good. I think that if you are looking for more of a natural skin-like foundation that has some skin benefits in it, you might really like this one. I was trying to remember the reason I liked Lingerie de Peau, the older version, was because I felt like it just sort of blurred my complexion, but it looked like skin. I would say that I feel like this is very similar to that foundation, except that it has the new kind of more natural ingredients. So far, I have to say, I also like the finish of this. It gives a nice little glow, but not overly glowy. So I'm not feeling like I'm a grease pit or anything like that. I think that I'm laughing because I just have a lot of sprinkles on my face from the Roen Beauty. I've got a lot of little sparkly sprinkles from my eyeshadow. In general, you guys, I'm gonna go ahead. The sunscreen in here is a natural sunscreen. It is titanium dioxide. My skin tends to do very well with that kind of foundation, so that's another reason why I'm really liking this foundation, is it's hitting most of the boxes except for the fragrance. It isn't irritating my skin at all. So, so far, so good. And again, you guys, in the description box, I will leave you an update if there's any change in that. But so far, if you are trying to buy this before the sale ends at Sephora, I would say it's a yes from me. I'm really liking it, and I'm glad I finally gave it a try. Okay. I'll be back with a side-by-side comparison of the Guerlain and the Per Gold, as well as another fun foundation that has just been released. Sicily, yep, it's coming up. So I will talk to you guys soon.